and profiling. It's live and in color. Woo! 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 Slow down. Woo! 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 Woo!
The heavyweight champion of the world, Nature Boy.
Woo!
Nature Boy Ric Flair.
Woo!
We're coming right back.
Woo! 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 Stop! We can't take anymore.
Woo! What is up, everybody? Pew Pew Nation Live. Made it. Man, what a crazy trip trying to get here today. It was ridiculous. It seriously took me 40 minutes to get here from actually Chris's house. Unfortunately, obviously, he's not with me today, but I had to stop by his house and grab some stuff. He lives about 4 minutes from the Freedom Pew studio here, and it took me 45 minutes to get here. It was ridiculous. Seriously, I'm sweating. It's hot as hell outside. I just ran in here, set my computer up, got the light on, got everything going. Whew. That's insane. That was nuts. But hey, how are all you? What's up, Pew Pew Nation? Stephanie Johnson's on here. What's up? Sarah, everybody else. Linus is making fun of me. Thanks, Linus. Appreciate it. No, that was nuts. Apparently there was a big accident or something like that. I don't know. Oh, Rob, what's up, man? Thank you, Rob. Rob's starting it off right, though, with the super stickers. So make sure you guys join Rob in those super stickers. Let's see what you guys got. And remember, every week, the top super sticker donator person, buddy, gets a giveaway no matter what. You win something. So I don't know what it is every week. We make something else up, but you do get something every week. So that's old paper. I don't need that one anymore. It's a random paper under there. All right, so we got a lot to talk about today. Make sure if you guys are joining on here that you comment so that we can. I keep saying we. It's just me. It's me and my buddies today. Look at these guys. Look at these guys. I got some new toys we're going to talk about later on here. I'm very excited, but JJ is waiting for stickers. Message me after, JJ. I think I shipped something to you this week, but I could be wrong. So we'll see. But if I haven't, then I will ship them to you. No problem. But I went crazy this week and started getting some cool shit. So I got a bunch of stuff to show you guys today, and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. They're all my co-hosts today. So this is the only one that's not mine, but we'll talk about that because it's unique and it's different, and that's what we like. So we're going to talk about that in just a little bit here. But we're going to start with the government. Holy hell. So they updated everything on the ghost guns. We talked about this months ago. And today they decided to come out with the new rule to address ghost guns. And the scaremongering continues, pretty much. So, they actually decided, so they made tweaks last minute, 2 days ago, behind closed doors. They were like, oh, we're going to change some stuff, but not tell anybody what we're changing. So, that's cool. What's up, Classic Driver? Just writing everybody's name down. It sucks doing it by yourself because I got nobody else to do this stuff for me. But, all right, so let's get into this ghost gun thing. They're super scary. Like Linus said, boo, spooky. Woo! God, this stuff pisses me off so bad. So this was the Biden administration's grab in May of 2021 where they decided that they were going to come out and say, you know, that the ghost guns are the problem. This is the big issue in the U.S. is the ghost guns. The homemade firearms. That's the problem. There's so many of these things on the street. They're overrunning the streets of Chicago, maybe. And they're the biggest problem out there right now. He was on the news, if you remember, with literally an advertisement for P80, which was kind of funny, actually. But today the ruling went into effect, so they banned, sort of, ghost guns. So we've talked about it before, so I won't go into it in too much detail, but they did come out with a map. I'm going to put on the screen there so you can see. And this is the map of the states that voted for ghost, or voiced their opinion, I guess you could say, for ghost guns. So if you look at the map, it literally correlates with the red and blue during election time. It's pretty obvious. And then states that didn't say anything were just like, this is a joke, we're not going to even bother. But of course, there we are right there in Michigan, you know, my home state here, that they're like, oh, we got to ban these things. They're so scary and they're so bad. So it's been 8 months. ATF published the 98-page amended rule covering changes under federal law to the definition of not only a frame or receiver, but here's what they decided to kind of add behind closed doors. They also defined firearm muffler or silencer frame or receiver, which I think it's fucking hilarious that they defined firearm muffler. I pretty much have coined the phrase gun muffler, and then it almost makes me wonder. I've never heard anybody say firearm muffler in my life. And I started saying gun muffler, and I know a lot of you guys start saying gun muffler. And now all of a sudden there's an actual ATF definition. I'm not saying that I was the cause of it, but I hope I was. That's all I can say. Because that would be awesome. I don't know. They also defined split or modular frame or receiver, a partially complete disassembled or inoperable frame or receiver, a destroyed frame or receiver, as well as adding a definition of the term readily, as in may readily be converted to expel a projectile. Those are the other terms now that they have added into the mix of this whole disaster. Yeah, let me get my paper so I can add the new people here. What's up, Wes? And again, if you guys are just joining us, make sure you comment so that I can get you added. Ken, I just got you too. Make sure you guys comment though so I can get you added to the giveaways here because we got a couple good ones today. All right, so here we go. Back to this. Published in Federal Registry in April 2022, the rule took effect on August 24th, 2022, even though ATF quietly added 2 pages of corrections and changes to the rule on the 22nd. So today is the 24th, so they added these changes behind closed doors on the 22nd, 2 days ago, before the ruling went into effect. There's 2 lawsuits already challenging the rule in court. One's by Gun Owners of America and attorney generals from 17 states, and another is from Firearms Policy Coalition, which was actually the Firearms Policy Coalition filed a lawsuit to not allow this to even go into effect, but that didn't happen yet, so it already went into effect today, as of today. As the rule is confusing even for attorneys well-versed in firearms law, it is hard to speak to exactly what changed, but here's some of the takeaways to keep in mind. And again, I'm Pew Pew Nation. I'm Andy Grossman from Pew Pew Nation. I am not a lawyer, so don't be like, Andy said this, so that means I can do it. I say this in my classes too. Not a lawyer at all. Never will be, never claim to be. I like guns. That's what I do. All right, so are privately made firearms now illegal? That's what everybody's asking. Well, the rule mandates that FFLs with a privately made firearm on the shelf must now add serial numbers not later than the 7th day following the date of receipt or other acquisition, and mark such guns in inventory before August 24th, 2022. In the next 60 days, there is no federal requirements for individuals to serialize personal, privately made firearms. As before, it's not a federal crime to make a non-NFA regulated, not a machine gun suppressor, SBR, AOW, any of that stuff, firearm, so long as the maker, owner is not prohibited from possessing firearms by law. So you still can own homemade guns and still can make homemade guns. Firearms dealers cannot sell like polymer 80 lowers that are 80 percenters that are not serialized. They can't sell those without serializing the part, which is stupid, but it is what it is. So 80% lower kits are kind of legal, but sort of illegal. But they don't really tell you, and we don't really know still. There's not really clear, and even lawyers have been trying to figure this out and decipher what the fuck is going on. And even the lawyers are like, I don't know, maybe it's legal, maybe it's illegal. I don't know. So, no, Linus, I don't play a lawyer on TV, but I did stay at a Holiday Inn once and learned a lot. Well, welcome back, Wes. I just saw your comment. Not much. Finally been able to watch again. Well, welcome back. We'd love to have you back here. Thank you. So yeah, so they're kind of illegal, kind of not illegal. Depends on how it's obtained, kind of. So this is like, I don't know. It's confusing as hell. It doesn't make any sense, like everything the ATF does, because as I've said many, many times, it is the most useless freaking government organization out there. So they defined a frame or receiver, sort of defined it. A frame or receiver, according to the ATF, or parts kit containing a partially complete or disassembled billet or blank of a frame or receiver that is sold, distributed, or possessed with a compatible jig or template is a frame or receiver, as a person with online instructions and common hand tools may readily complete or assemble the frame or receiver parts to function as a frame or receiver. A partially complete billet or blank of a frame or receiver with one or more template holes drilled or indexed in the correct location is a frame or receiver as well, as a person with common hand tools may readily complete the billet or blank to function as a firearm or a frame or receiver. A complete frame or receiver of a weapon that has been disassembled, damaged, split, or cut into pieces but not destroyed in accordance with paragraph E is a frame or receiver. So here's what's not a frame or receiver, though. A billet or blank of an AR-15 variant receiver without critical interior areas having been indexed, machined or formed that is not solid, distributed, or possessed with instructions, jigs, templates, equipment, or tools such that it may readily be completed is not a receiver. So an AR-15 that's not completely drilled out, like the magwell maybe is not completely drilled out, not a receiver. Also not a receiver. A flat blank of an AK variant receiver without laser cuts or indexing that is not sold, distributed, or possessed. What the hell just happened? Did I just lose you guys? I don't know what just happened. My phone just did some weird stuff. Make sure you comment, tell me you guys are here. Where was I at? Without laser cuts or indexing that is not sold, distributed, or possessed with instructions, jigs, templates, equipment, or tools is not a receiver, as a person cannot readily fold the flat to provide housing or a structure for the primary component designed to block or seal the breech prior to an initiation of the firing sequence. Even if they are considered a receiver or frame, they can still be transferred via FFL after background check and a 4473. So anything that is a frame or receiver, quote unquote, still can be transferred. All right, I'm still good. Thank you for commenting that. I don't know what my phone's doing. It keeps popping up. Look at it. This is what it does. Server error. I don't know what that means. But it makes me think that I just got kicked off, but I didn't. So in typical ATF fashion, nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about, is really what it is. If you have a polymer 80 pistol frame, 80% frame, prior to this, hold on to it. If you don't, it sucks, because you're going to have to do some trickery, 3D printy buddy stuff, and figure out how to get that. I don't know. It's just, this whole thing is a freaking mess. Then, also mixed up in this whole thing is a whole section on that requires FFLs to store 4473 forms forever now. Used to be 20 years, and then they would be destroyed. The FFL could destroy the forms after 20 years. Now you are forced as a firearms dealer, as an FFL, federally licensed firearms dealer, to store 4473 forms, which, if you don't know what a 4473 is, that is the form that you fill out when you do a background check at a gun shop. So everybody on here that's bought a gun, you've done a 4473 at one point or another, which is why I always say that even if you don't think that that the ATF and the government knows what you own, they sort of do, because you filled out a form that says it's there. Unless if you had a P80 or an 80%er that you built a homemade gun, which is why they were awesome. But now, the ATF said that you cannot, as an FFL, destroy the documents. They are to be stored forever. The ATF will come and get the documents eventually, and have hinted towards likely digitizing and making a searchable registry, which is 100% against the law. But you know what else is against the law? The president just forgiving debt, like he did today. That's also against the law. But apparently, in the United States of America, those laws do not matter anymore. So the government can just, at this point, do whatever they want. So as they've been flexing that, showing everybody that. So what everybody is asking online is this actually going to make any difference? And the short answer is hell no. It's not going to make a goddamn difference at all. Not one bit of difference. The amount of ghost guns, homemade guns that are out there that are committing crimes, are being used in crimes, is such a low number that you can't even find a freaking statistic on it. The only way you can find a statistic on this is because they started to boost the numbers up. They started to add guns that were the serial number was scratched off of, that were used in crimes that they recovered. So guns that, you know, gang members bought illegally, stole, whatever, and they scratched the serial number off, took the serial numbers off. Those now are classified in the records as ghost guns. So that's the only way that they were able to even make it like a fraction of the amount of these being used in crimes. That's the only way they were able to do it, and it still was like 0.00000000001%. Like it's so minuscule, it's ridiculous. So what they're doing here makes literally no difference. It's not going to change a goddamn thing other than it's now a little bit harder for us all to make homemade guns. It's not illegal. It is not illegal to make a homemade gun. It is not illegal. But it's a little bit harder now. That's pretty much what it boils down to. So, I don't know. The 3D printing community is booming right now. I'm telling you. And I was actually, some people that I know showed me a few websites that kind of blew my mind. I've never seen before because I'm not into that whole 3D printing thing. But there is some stuff out there, guys. I'm telling you. If you wanted to get into that, holy hell, is there some stuff out there. So, and it's not illegal. So, pretty crazy shit, though. But, yeah, so that went into effect today. So, ghost guns apparently are a real thing. Because they said they were. Linus said he's looking at 3D printers. 3D printers are insane. So, I just ordered, and I'm super excited about it. I have a primary weapons PWS SBR coming that I ordered a while ago. I finally got my SOT now. I can go get this and transfer it into my name and all that stuff without having to do the tax stamp business because I'm a federally licensed dealer that has an SOT now, so I can have NFA items. Then PWS came out with a 3D titanium printed suppressor. It just blows my mind. I don't even understand the concept of 3D printing titanium. Like, to me, not knowing anything about that kind of stuff, I don't understand how you 3D print metal. How do you 3D print a metal item? No idea. This can is so badass looking, though. I can't wait to get my hands on it. I had to order one because I was like, I got to get this thing in my possession. It's going on the front of that SBR because if you're going to have an NFA item, to me, have an NFA item. Just do it up. So might as well try to get as many tax stamps on one firearm as I possibly can, even though I luckily don't have to have tax stamps for it now because I have the license to have it. But still, it's awesome to have as many tax stamps as you can, I feel. Zach makes airplane parts by 3D printing metal. That's insane to me, man. Did you guys see? I wish I would have put a picture of that can on here. It is nuts, man. That can is so cool. Like, I don't really usually get excited about that kind of stuff, but I was just like, man, this thing is like from another world. Linus said, welcome to the future, old man. I know, I guess, right? That's like all the... I am an old man when it comes to that stuff, honestly. Like, I love technology, and I use a lot of technology every day for my job, obviously, but honestly, I'm talking about the PWS BDE can. Is that what it's called? Hold on a second. I'm just going to look it up for you guys and bring a picture up of this thing. PWS. I can't remember the letter sequence. It's BDE 762 or something like that. 3D printed modular titanium suppressor, the BDE 762. let me see if I can save a picture off of here and show it to you guys. This thing is freaking wicked, and I am very excited to have one coming. Let's see, save image. Yes, it's saving it as a PNG. Beautiful. All right, hold on. Let me get back to this, and I'm going to add it right here. There it is. All right, here you go. Now you guys can see. It's probably going to be humongous. Nope, it was small. There it is. Look at this thing. Damn. That thing's just gorgeous. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my hands on this thing. Shut your mouth, Linus. You make me feel stupid. You said there's been 3D printed titanium suppressors for a couple of years now. Well, I've never seen one that looks like that. Okay? That looks like that. That guy. Look at that thing. Look at that thing. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. So, but either way, it's cool. It's just crazy stuff that you can do with these 3D printers now. And that's where I was going with that, is like, I am an old man when it comes to the technology, because literally I bitch at my wife all the time, and she'll vouch for this. All the apps, like trying to get Colton registered for school, trying to get his karate stuff taken care of, like everything has a freaking app. And I'm like, can I just like walk in and pay you, like write a check? I'm so over all this shit being on my phone. Like, I can't get into everything. And trying to figure out how to get into some of this stuff is, like, insane to me. I don't even get it. But either way, that thing's coming. Can't wait for it, because it's going to be sweet. So, and yes, I will make sure I show you guys that full setup, because that thing is going to be nuts. That's for sure. All right. I got guns to show you today. I got a lot of guns, and I'm very, very excited about this guy right here. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. But I have wanted an MP5 for about 10 years, and I've just never been able to get my hands on one. And like when I do have an opportunity, it's always like, I don't have the money right now or something. This is the Century Arms AP5. So it's a clone MP5. I wish I could have a real MP5, but I love these things. We're going to talk about this shortly, but first we're going to give something away. Generations to Hunt, what's up? Let me give you guys all your numbers. And then again, guys, Rob Copes, you are the leader right now for the super stickers. So everybody better get your butts moving here with those super stickers. Hit that little $sign down at the bottom of the screen and leave us your best sticker. Highest super sticker total at the end of the night of any episode now gets a free prize. So something good every time. Might be stickers, might be a hat, might be ammo. You never know. So check it out. But let's give something away right now. So we got, get ready. Here's your numbers. If you don't hear your number, make sure you comment so that I can get you added to the list here. So number 101, Mark Rigdon. 102, Rob Copes. 103, Josh Smith. 104, J.J. Rainey. 105, Zach Westheimer. 106, Sarah Yates. 107, Stephanie Johnson. 108 is Linus. 109, Classic Driver Daily. 110, Wesley Graybill. 111, Ken Raymond. 112, Cliff Scott. Mowie's 113, and Generation to Hunt is 114. So if you didn't hear your number, I highly recommend that you comment right now so I can get you added to the list so you can win shit. There we go, got that. Now I got to do this. There's a million buttons I have to push to get this to work. Okay, go here, bam, like that. Boom, there we go, got it. Okay, I don't know why my phone doesn't work, so. But if anybody else... I don't see anybody else commenting, so everybody got their number. Beautiful. Let's go to the wheel. And, oh, you know what? I should probably tell you what we're giving away first. So let's just start it off right with, let's do a magazine and sticker pack. That'll be cool. We'll do, boom, there we go. That's what we're doing. Combat handguns and gun annual from Tactical Life, both Athlon Outdoor publications that I write for. I have articles in both of these. And also, I don't have the stickers with me, but you'll get a Pew Pew Nation sticker as well. Yes, Wes, you are 110. So, that's our first giveaway. We got a bunch of giveaways tonight, though, so don't go anywhere after this one. And let's get this thing switched so that we can see who wins. Let's go with Moe. Pick a number 1 through 7. 1 through 10, sorry. Come on. 1 through 10. There we go. 8. All right. So we are up and running. So we're going to shuffle this bad boy 8 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're off. Spinning. This is again for 2 magazines and a sticker pack. I'm sorry, not a sticker pack necessarily, but a sticker. Let's see here. 105, 114 maybe? No, I think it's going to go past. I think it's going to go all the way to 106 maybe. 106 is Sarah Yates. Might be 111 though. Nope. I think it's Sarah. And it's going to be Sarah. Yeah, there you go. Congratulations, Sarah. You got yourself the first win of the day. Alright, writing you down, sorry. Close, and let's go back to me. Bam. So congratulations, Sarah. You got your first win of the day. We have a bunch of other stuff, though. I'm actually going to get ahead of the game here and write that other stuff down. And boom. We got 3 more giveaways is what I've decided. So, again, congratulations, Sarah. Let's get into the guns. So these, what I got here? Okay. Just wanted to see what I was writing on. I have wanted 2 out of the 3 of these anyway. This one is not mine again. This is actually Linus's gun. I'm doing photos of this gun, and it's so unique and different that I decided I was going to show it to you guys. But we'll get into that one in a second. We're going to start with, yeah, the 5.7. You guys can see that baby is clear. Clear. The 5.7 FN 5.7. Stiff. I just got it. I haven't shot it yet. I threw the Delta point on there, which is freaking awesome. And I am in love with this gun. I have wanted a... You see that ghost just fly by? This is like a ghost gun that just flew by the screen. That was crazy looking. This is the I can't talk. I'm so excited. This is the FN57 MRD. So this is the new version of the 5.7 from FN. The old version was a little rounded, kind of dated looking. Like it just looked like an 80s or 90s pistol. But FN was like, we're going to update it for everybody. So they came out with the 5.7 MRD. and holy hell, is this thing amazing. I've been waiting to get my hands on one. I actually was at an FN media event a while back and got to shoot it before it was out. That was actually with Colin Noir and Crispy. We're out there. We were shooting together and stuff. It was pretty cool. But this freaking gun is amazing. So, in case you guys were wondering, because the 5.7 round we have not talked about a whole lot on here. This gun is bone stock. It just came in the other day, and I pulled it out, threw my Delta Point Pro, my Leupold Delta Point Pro on there, and I haven't even got to shoot it yet, honestly. I'm hoping to shoot it this week before I leave, but if I don't get to, I don't get to. It's okay. I have shot it before. This thing is fantastic, though. So the 5.7 round, Indiana Pro 2A, what's up, buddy? You're 115. You're all right if you're late. It's not a big deal. We only gave one thing away so far. Oh, hobby target shoot. I missed you. You were 116. All right, I think I got everybody. But yeah, so the FN 5.7, this was a gun that I was like, kind of like, yeah, I don't really want to deal with it. I shot 5.7 before. There's only a couple variants of the 5.7 round. And I've shot it before. I have a little AR-57, little AR-57 pistol, and the P90 I've shot, the PS90 I've shot, and they're awesome. They're fantastic. It's just a round that I never really got excited about until I really started looking at it. So I started looking into the 5.7 by 28, and I figured, you know, a lot of people don't know what the 5.7 round is. So I wanted to show you guys exactly what that round is and kind of compare it to, we'll compare it to a 9mm because that's what I usually carry. So, dirty rounds. Alright, so here's your standard 9mm round. This is right out of my carry gun. And that is your standard 9mm round. Well, this here is a 5.7. So 9mm, 5.7. Yeah. It's a miniature 5.56 is really what this thing is. It's a teeny, teeny, tiny round. Like, look at how small that bullet is. But it is moving. Like, that round has got some freaking major velocity behind it. So the round was made, a little back history of that thing. In the early 1980s, NATO asked ammunition manufacturers for a round with better range, accuracy, and terminal performance than the standard 9mm round. Everybody went to work, and FN really was the ones that came out on top of this whole thing. So in 1990, they introduced this little guy here, the 5.7 by 28. It was unconventional. It's a 23 grain plastic core bullet. Even a squirrel hunting round is nearly double the weight of this guy. So like a little 22 Win Mag, stuff like that, it's not a whole lot of difference. It's a tiny bullet, so you wouldn't think that this thing is going to be good for really anything. But it's got 2,800 feet per second muzzle velocity. It travels exceptionally flat. It just moves because it's so lightweight. And it has over 400 foot-pounds of muzzle energy. Also, all of that with 30% less recoil than that guy. And while carrying 20 rounds of this little guy, because of how skinny it is, you can fit 20 rounds in the mag. Obviously, magazines are a little wider. There's my 9mm mag, and compared to the 5.7 mag, but they're really not that much thicker necessarily. Like, this is a single stack 9mm, so obviously it's very thin, but they're not that bad. So the 5.7, you can carry more ammo. It's got way more muzzle velocity, way more energy, and you can carry more of it. So it's just an awesome little round. Um, the it's designed also. That's the other cool thing is it's looks like a 5.56. It can actually be made on the same exact assembly line as the 5.56s. So you don't have to have new tooling. You don't have to have all the different machinery and all that good stuff. Um, Josh Smith said Colin is awesome. I love watching his channel. He is a good dude. That was the first time I met him. He was a cool guy for sure. I didn't even recognize him because he didn't have a hat on when I met him. It was kind of funny actually because I had no idea. I was like, "Who is this guy?" Oh, that's who it is. Who knows? So the other advantage with a 5.7 over a 9mm is bottleneck casing. More reliable feed into your firearm. So there's a lot of advantages to it. Now, should a 5.7 round replace your 9mm? It doesn't really have enough advantage to it that I would say go out and buy a 5.7 and carry it. Don't carry a 9mm. Hell no, I still carry a 9mm. But I'm not gonna lie, this little guy is going to be my new truck gun. That'll be my new truck pistol for sure. So the round is freaking awesome. It's got so much velocity, so much energy, and it's very little recoil. And I can carry 21 rounds, 20 plus one in the chamber. So the only other guns that fire 5.7 is the P90, which the P90 is. It actually fires 900 rounds per minute with extremely manageable recoil. It's a super cool gun. I don't have one. You can't own them. They're machine guns, but I have shot them multiple times, and I'm in love with them. It's the same thing. If I could get my hands on one and I had the money, I would have one because they are freaking awesome guns. They're really weird, but they're cool. The civilian version is the PS90, which you can buy. And then you got your 5.7 pistol, obviously from FN. Ruger came out with a 57, the Ruger 57, which is it's this gun for the most part, just the Ruger version, which is pretty cool. So you do have that. Not easy to find ammo. It's not cheap. Ammo's not cheap for them. That is definitely a disadvantage of it. But it's cool. So something different. I wanted to show you guys something a little bit different today. Another disadvantage of this is clearly that little guy is not going to open up very much. So you're not getting a big wound channel in there. Obviously, with a 9mm round, you're not getting a humongous wound channel anyway. But it's even smaller with the 5.7. So definitely advantages and disadvantages. But the CMMG Banshee that I have takes the same exact round, and it holds. I think I got a 30. I think it's a 35 round magazine because it's so small, and it looks just like an AR mag, but no recoil. Like that gun has zero recoil. It's insane shooting that thing. So the AR 57s, any AR style platform that takes the 5.7 round, mostly CMMG makes them though, but. So yeah, so that's the 5.7 by 28. The gun itself, now we can break down this gun a little bit. Like I said, I have shot the originals, but not a whole lot. I just was never a fan of the looks of them. They just looked, I don't know. To me, they looked real dated, and it looked like an 80s sci-fi movie gun type of deal. That's what it looked like to me. This is sexy. FN did a fantastic job, in my opinion, on this new thing. Like, it is super freaking lightweight. It's got great little serrations. I like press checking guns. That's a great spot to press check. Super freaking easy to do. You got serrations in the rear. It comes optics ready now. The MRD is full optics ready, and it comes with plates. Now, plates are an issue to me. The plates are shit. Let's just put it that way. I'm very disappointed in FN. They sent these things with plastic polymer garbage plates. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but if you look real close at the bottom right here, what I mean by plate is this little black piece at the bottom of the arm or the delta point. See how you can see light through it? You can see my hat through there? Yeah, that's all the way down. These plates are shit. That's all there is to it. I'm going to be looking for a metal option, something made out of aluminum or something at least. I guarantee somebody's making them. I just haven't looked yet. The only other issue I have with this gun, honestly, is this stupid safety. This is your safety on this gun right here. I get it. It's sort of intuitive because either my trigger finger, because the ambi can push it, or like for me, my grip I hold real high. So here's my normal grip on this gun. I can literally just flip that thing up and down super easily. But with that being said, my grip is super high. So if I'm shooting and I'm pushing this gun out, I now have the ability to accidentally smack that safety on. I hate the safety on it. I just don't like the safety. Just do without the safety. I hate safeties on pistols. I really do. It's personal preference, obviously, but I just am not a fan of safeties on pistols. This thing does break down super easily. I've only done it one other time, so bear with me here, but it is very freaking easy. It's got this little lever on the side here. You don't have to pull the trigger or anything. It's got that little guy right there where my finger is, and it all comes right apart. Super weird setup here. It's actually got a reciprocating barrel, so you can see the barrel actually moves with the gun. There is no recoil spring or anything. It's all built into the barrel, so kind of unique there. You can buy, like EFK Fire Dragons makes aftermarket, really good aftermarket barrel for these things that's threaded. I don't know if the barrel, I honestly don't know if the barrel is the same in the original versus the MRD. I couldn't tell you. I'm not sure. I'd have to look that up. And then this thing's, again, it goes together just as freaking easily. Boom, just like that. It broke down and together. That's that fast. The new stippling on the grip is amazing. It's not too rough. It isn't too crazy. It's got this like sandpapery feel here. Real good trigger on this thing. If it wasn't safe. No, I don't have a mag in. That's why. Helps if I learn how to shoot a gun, right? But here's your trigger. Got a little bit of take up. Just a little bit, not too much. You can hear it click. It's kind of gritty, but it's not terrible. And then a pretty light brake. Probably, I would guess, like 7-8 pound brake on that thing. I don't know for sure, but that's what it feels like. And then your reset is pretty long, but you hit that wall and it's not too bad. So it is a bit gritty, but this gun has not been shot. It has not been oiled. It hasn't had anything done to it yet. So the new colors, Linus mentioned the two-tone. It's just enough black on this thing. Like, it really is. Like, their old FDE that they had on these things was like this goldish. It was just kind of a gross color. It really was. Like you see the color of the difference of the delta point. You can kind of see that it's gold, not so much FDE. It was kind of, the whole slide was kind of that color on the old ones. They did an awesome job on these things. That is for sure. I am loving this gun, and I haven't even shot it yet. I just love it. I'm always dying and dead. I don't know what happened. What's so funny? I don't know what happened. And again, I was in a huge hurry, and I was going to look all this up when I got here, but let's see what the MRD is. MSRP is $13.19 on this bad boy. So $1,300 means you will be able to find these for much cheaper, probably around 1,000 to I don't know, 1,100 in the real world. The 5.7 MRD. I'm telling you, check it out. If you can get your hands on one and shoot it, shoot it. Tell me how you guys like the 5.7 round, because seriously, I am in love with this round now. Again, I wasn't a believer originally, but the fact that I can run 20 rounds in a mag and load it just like an AR mag like you just saw, Look at that. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful sight right there. It really is. A lot of people like that review these say that they're too big and they're big in their hands. I don't have big hands. This gun's really not that big. It really is not. I wouldn't be like, oh my god, the gun's humongous. It's really not that big. I could carry this gun. Just for comparison, clear that. God, this gun's dirty. So this is my 938 that I carry a lot of time. Again, it is clear, but did you see all the dust fall out of it? Yeah, it's dirty. Here's the comparison between the two. Obviously, quite a bit of difference, but kind of shows you. Let's see if I can line them up a little bit here. Kind of shows you the difference. So obviously, it's going to be harder to conceal, clearly, but for what I'm going to be using it for, geez, there's so much dust that came out of my gun. I don't clean my guns enough. That's all there is to it. But for what I'm going to be using that thing for, it is, honestly, it's going to be in a truck. And I have a company making a holster, left-hand holster. I have left-hand holsters for my truck guns because I mount them on my center console. A left-hand holster is made to go on your left side, so it's right here. If you take that in correlation with a vehicle and you ever looking to mount a holster, mount a left-hand holster, not a right-hand holster. Right-hand holster, you'll be drawing backwards and having to pull up like this. Left-hand holster will be up against your center console or wherever you decide, as long as you're putting it in the middle and you draw straight up with your right hand. So, trust me, I just had to do it last week, and it worked very well and very intuitive. So, I was happy to see that my setup and my plan actually worked out. That was one good thing that happened out of last week. All right, that's it. So you guys got any questions about the 5.7? Clyde and Ninton. I don't know. I just ruined that one, but I got you. You are number 117. Welcome. We're just gonna call you Clyde. Yes, I did lick the barrel, and it was oily, but delicious. You gotta lick your guns. It's like sniffing them. You gotta sniff them a little bit. What do they smell like? Oh yeah, yeah. Did you guys see my Instagram reel? I decided I wanted to try to do a reel, and I've never done it before. Kevin, I got you. Kevin Madursky, you are 118. If you guys didn't see my Instagram reel from the other day, I'm telling you, go watch it, because it was my first attempt at an Instagram reel, and I think I did pretty good. And it was kind of funny because I sat back afterwards. Like, it took me about an hour to do this stupid thing, to figure out how it works and everything. And I went back. I went back later and watched it, and I was like, okay, I did it pretty good. I think it was pretty funny. And I'm like looking at the guns that I used, and I just was grabbing shit out of my safe. And I'm like, holy shit. I just grabbed like $15,000 worth of guns in that reel. It's like, I didn't mean to. I was just like grabbing, and okay, I need the Desert Eagle in here, obviously. Like, I don't know. It was awesome. Yeah, thank you, Zach and Linus. JJ wants to test the gun out for me. I'll let you know, man. JJ liked my reel. So I'm going to try to do more reels. It was pretty fun, actually. It was kind of funny, I thought. So, do some more reels. But, all right. Let's do a giveaway. What should we give away? Let's do a $25 gift card to freedomfatigues.com. Sarah's on top of it. I love you, Sarah. You are awesome. $25 to freedomfatigues.com. If you just are joining us and you don't know who Freedom Fatigues is, I hope you guys know who Freedom Fatigues is by now. They are the only and best 100% American-made apparel company out there. 100% American-made. And I'm not, like, when I say 100%, I don't mean like, yeah, they make most of their stuff in America or they design it in America, like a lot of these companies are saying they do now, where they're like, oh, designed in America or printed in the U.S. No, the material, everything. So here's a Freedom Fatigue shirt that I'm wearing. This is their Murdered Out. I think it's called. I don't think it's called Murdered Out, but it should be called Murdered Out flag shirt. I don't know. But this material is 100% American made. The ink that's printed on here is 100% American made. The hats, 100% American made. Everything handmade, custom hats. Check them out, freedomfatigues.com. You can also get to their stuff through pewpewnationusa.com. My apparel line, Pew Pew Nation USA Apparel, is also a subsidiary of Freedom Fatigues. So 100% American made, and veteran-owned, Leo-owned. Chris, who's usually my co-host, is a ex-law enforcement officer and ex-military. So somebody's going to win $25 to Freedom Fatigues right now. So if you just joined us and you did not hear me say a number under your name, make sure you comment right now so I can get you guys added. Oh, that's who Clyde is. Can you just make a name that's like Mark Weiner so I know who you are, Mark? Because your name's Mark. I had to give you some crap there. He's making all these aliases on here. All right. Oh, Eric Johnson, you just... Woo, Eric just got in. He's so lucky. Eric Johnson, you're 119, buddy. All right, let's switch this over to the Wheel of Names. I got to add some names to this bad boy here, or some numbers. 15, 116, 117, 118, 119. All right, I think we got everybody. So this is for freedomfatigues.com, $25 gift card. Boom, there's the wheel. We are going to shuffle this bad boy 3 times like Sarah told me to. 1, 2, 3. And we're spinning. Here we go. $25 to freedomfatigues.com. Welcome, by the way, Eric. Alright, who's it going to be? Sarah Yates already won 2 magazines, stickers, and sorry, Sarah, I did see your comment earlier. Your box of stuff is literally in my truck. I have not been able to make it to the post office, so that will ship tomorrow or Friday, and I will add this stuff into that box. So, let's see, 108. 104 is JJ Rainey. Ooh, it's still moving though, man. This thing has a mind of its own. I think it's going to be JJ though. All right, congratulations, JJ. You got yourself the $25 freedomfatigues.com. Badass. Congratulations, man. Switch this back. Boom. There we go. Hell yeah. Nice job, buddy. So we got a couple more giveaways still. By the way, this one doesn't really rattle that much, but we have ammo. I'm just telling you right now, it's ammo, and it's getting given away today as well. Let me look up something real quick here. So the next gun on the list is not mine, but it is pretty sweet. Nonetheless, like, it's kind of growing on me. I didn't really like it at first. I didn't understand it. I was like, yeah, really? But it's kind of growing on me. So I'm trying to find the model here so I can confirm the price. If Linus is still on here, he knows everything about this thing, so he will be able to confirm the price for sure. All right, there it is. I got it. All right, so this is the Stoger double defense. I keep forgetting the name of the damn thing. So I can't get this one that close because it's bigger. It's a shotgun. It is weird. So this thing, Stoger made this gun, and they were like, we're going to make this thing for defense. And they're like, how can we change it up? So you've seen my Shockwave. It's like ultimate defense gun, I feel. It's my camper gun, my home defender. That thing is awesome. You throw the mini shells in it, it's badass. Well, it's also a pump action. Well, this is not. This is an over-under. It's just weird and cool and short and heavy. And if you don't shoot somebody with it, it's clear, you can see. You get 2 shots. So that's why I was like, I don't know, maybe. They do it as a side-by-side as well, like Linus just said. This is the over-ender version. Comes with the tactical rails all over it, like you see here. So it's got rails on both sides. This thing has the Hawk optics, little red dot, little micro red dot. I've never heard of Hawk optics, ever. So I had to look them up. This thing's only like 99 bucks or something like that. Super inexpensive, but it's actually pretty sweet. It looks decent, and on a budget gun like this thing's $440. This entire package with the red dot and the light, which Linus told me who the light was from earlier. It is from Axion Optics. Axion Optics. So this little light is, I don't even know how much this thing is. I've never been on their